morning, everyone. We are Info. Our topic is does Google kill creativity? I personally think it's not the case because it's up to the individual how he uses. In my case, I have discovered many things by the means of Google, and I only believe if we use Google to accomplish a certain task, we might cheese our way and look for ways to cheat, and that's the reason it kills creativity. But it does not have anything to do with how Google is implemented.
Yes, I agree with your points. In so many ways, the Google destroy our creativity. In some sort of examples, in some examination time, we use the Google and get the answers. And another way, according to in my point of view, is if you are playing games, gain all levels and we gain all our strength, the powers. But in nowadays, due to the Google things all, that way we are getting so many mod apps. So in that way, we are losing all our creativeness and playing unlimited money like it has. Like that, and I disagree that some sort of AI also. Due to AI, we are getting so much of answers and we can use it for some sort of things, but some sort of things it might get wrong also.
Okay, I agree with you on both the things and the actual discussion about the Google creates kills the creativity and he sees some advantages, he sees some disadvantages also. I hope that all you understand that who or what do you think? Firstly, Google kills creativity is just you have to think about it. It gives the informatic way information very clearly in many mindsets of the people who want to know if a certain thing. It will give the not only information, it gives everything today's present days. By using the Google, everyone should facing some problems like killing the creativity without reading books and without with, in those days when we compare with the previous days and these days, there is no technology with that this much of technology there is no that not implemented in the previous days. There is a conflict between the people and people. They are very informative between them. They are very. I mean, if they have want any information through that, they are referring books, and they are self-independent and build their own strategies to play the role in the present society. Through this Google, they are very lazy to searching the things what they want. Okay, so it may leads to kills their own creativity and their own thinking of their people. I think so.
Okay, Raviteja, I second you, but I don't think so. Google kills the total creativity that was in the users. Some of the users can more creative by physically or in games and sports that can affect the affected by the Google. Google is the cloud to store the data, and it was available when we are using it, and it was more informative about anything like data we are asking for it. So Google may kill creativity, but Google is somewhat informative and useful to the who are using it for useful information, but not like books. Books are more like we can carry more books in our bags. So Google can give us information that was books and not in the form of books, and it was helpful to make us more informative and to give us more information about anything like coding or anything like answers that we are asking for some questions in that way, or letting or we're not getting by books the information. So Google may kill creativity, but not for all.
Kalyan, I agree. It is a complete depends upon individual perception.
Yeah.
For example, if you take some persons who doesn't know good about their studies, they can refer through Google and coming to disadvantages. some of the users are doing PowerPoint presentations and essay writings using AI. They are giving a simple prompt and the AI is giving all the information. So it feels creativity, and some of the users are it depends upon the individual perspective. And
Yeah, our topic is like a coin which have two faces, both advantages and disadvantages.
it only depends upon individual and
Yeah,
how he is using
it
the
depends on
mobile.
the users that we are handling. Okay, Akhil, what was your perspective?
Yeah, I agree with both our statements, but Google is creating killing the our creativity, building the creativity. We are not using the perfect way of manner. Some teachers are using the bad things for the, some are using the good things. For the building the creativity, you have to gain the more knowledge from the book more than the books. Because the books are not giving some complex answers, and in Google is giving the complex answer in the short time to the create with the ideas. What you are doing?
I agree with you. If you want something, you are searching a Google. Be too hard. You are not. You are more using only Google because of your more sensitive. I think Google, Google more used. Yeah, I agree with the point. In some sort of things, you're always saying about only the reading the books and all methods. In some sort of things, in golden days, the people might share the knowledge each other. In some sort of things, like group discussions, they might share all the knowledge to each other and get more communicative. But nowadays, so many people are thinking why we should discuss the things. We can Google it and we can search and we can get the result. Like that. Due to that things, the communication might damage and we can't talk to anyone. And some sort of shy and fairness will get correct. So due to that, it might kill the creativeness. And once we open and we can talk with others and we can share the knowledge, some sort of we get some bonding and we can share the knowledge with each other.
Okay, to conclude this topic with all your points. Finally, that Google decreases the time complexity of the people who can reach their information very short time. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Soumya Shri from ECE. We are from batch 2. Today we are here to do group discussion on pros and cons of technology. As we know that world is running on the bits of technology. Technology is involved in everything, education, health, farming, and everything. If we take example agriculture, if without implementation of technology, we cannot do much production. If we want more or more produce, we should use more technology. Like as we are now using hybrid of seeds, machineries like different types of harvesters, etc. So technology helps in many ways. I agree with you, Soumya. Some are the advantages and disadvantages of technology. Advantages in technology, it saves the time. Means we need more time to do any work. In olden days, we have to do any work. It takes lot of time. But now, because of machines, the time is taking less. And disadvantages are we are more extremely dependent on technology. Example, when we are going to anywhere, we are searching for Google Maps for route. In olden days, we memorize the routes and we go. The university in university everything with the pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. While we are discussing technology, who at the 16th century or 15th century, who believes that we can talk so far from our friends or relatives, and who believes that we will travel in air? Nobody can believe that. So by implement of technology, now everything in our hands. If we want to know anything, just use by mobile or just Google it. There is a lot of advantages by health or agriculture, anything. Now the implementation of AI tools is very much helpful to students and everyone. The main disadvantages of the technology is it shows impact on the relationship because nobody in real contact with each other. Everybody in their phone and using social media. When some friends are go out, they just don't talk. They just use their mobile phone. It comes under when parents and child. Some parents are too busy with a busy schedule or office work, but children are feel sometimes loneliness and they don't have time to share with their problems with their parents. So I think it mainly disadvantages of the relationships, but some across some it was advantages. We will connect with the lot of people also. What you said is absolutely correct. Harika. Nowadays, there are both advantages and disadvantages for everything. And by this technology, we can be accessible at everywhere from the only one single website or anything. For example, it's Google. We can search anything and we can do anything. For example, when we take about the transportation, on that place we will go for a bus stop or railway station to do reservations. But now it's a just simple thing to book a ticket in phone. So it's very much important. And there are many disadvantages also in technology. The most probable disadvantage that we are of facing is we are using mobile phones, but the data which is in our mobile phones about our personal or industrial or business anything, it is not at all have a security. It may be transferred to anyone through a single mobile phone. So it's not at all good for everyone. Most of the celebrities have faced this phase of using this technology in a very gradual increase. So it is the major disadvantages. And what you said is absolutely correct that most of the people lost their relationships. We can talk to many people in an online chats or anything, but when we talk to face directly to some people, it may be something fear to talk in that person's life because it may uh,
gradually decrease the friendliness, and it leads to loneliness in our own life. So it's like this.
I definitely agree with you. It all, as technology has many pros and cons, but what I want to say is it mostly has only pros because it helps in help the time, because we can do many operations through using technology, which may not be possible. And using technology, we can communicate. When there is a serious issue in the hospital, we may not. The doctor may not be available at that time. Through using the technology, we can easily communicate with the doctor, and we can come to a solution regarding our problem. And operations are becoming crucial these times, because these are nowadays people are facing many health issues regarding many intestinal problems, heart problems. So to get surgeries and everything, we require more amount of technology. So technology helps in many ways. As part of education, it provides much more big platform, because it provides 3D visuals and audio, video, which help the people to easily, and holograms, which gives a very beautiful picturization.
I agree with you, Sonia, but there is some disadvantages. While parents or students are addicted to technology or social media, they do not respond to anything. Uh, I, we- I experienced this while we are following to my brother when he is playing video games, virtual games, playing video games or virtual game. He didn't respond. He didn't answer any calls. So when the situation is very urgent, but some people are did respond while the addiction. So I think yeah, I agree with you. There is a lot of pros, but in accordance with there is also a lot of cons. Yes, I do agree with you, because most of the people are facing eyesight problems and etc. only because of the radiations that are coming from the mobile phones or laptops. So it is better to read books, but as technology has increased, many of the people are using mobile phones, and it's based on the human psychology. It's based on the human psychology and their utilization to read books or use phones in a proper way, so that it can be easier to not affected by the other radiations.
I agree with this Shia. In nowadays, so in students use advantage and disadvantage, use these mobiles in wrong purposes, in Instagram and so many basic applications. It use more use in technology, very useful, more useful in gaining more knowledge in technology. Technology is very useful in some applications. Technology is not there in nowadays. Every know so technology is very important in nowadays.
I agree with you, Audrey. The growth of technology is rapidly increasing day by day, and without the technology, there is there is no one, because all the people who depend on the internet. It makes the things easier and not at all problematic. Today, the technology is everywhere. There are negative outcomes and also positive outcomes. The positive outcomes are communication. We can communicate which are far away from us, and easy access of information. We can access the information from the internet. We can seek the information, and the negative outcomes like
From the
the
ages,
main disadvantage is nowadays we are not getting jobs. The jobs are very recession because of technology. In olden days, if we do any work, human should do the work. But today's all
all missions only do it. Due to that, jobs are nowadays very less. Yeah, because by using technology, like there is a when the student is up, they also earn money by trading or by using and working with some websites. They also earn money, and there is also a disadvantage. They do not use for proper things. They lost their time.
In my view, technology has both advantages and disadvantages. This is completely depending on the person's perspective. Uh, Nowadays, online banking, online transfers using technology is increasing. In olden days, if we debit or credit amount in a bank, it takes more time by standing in a queue for a long time. Nowadays, in seconds, we transfer monies from our account to another accounts. Uh, Coming to disadvantages, in for example, Google gives us references in unknown topics, but using this, someone doesn't using their creativity directly copying the content in the Google and using it in their works. So this may leads to uh, affects their creativity.
From the ages the technology has been increasing rapidly. The all the generations throughout the world are getting more information and resources from the technology. They are the advantages and disadvantages of technology are many of they are using resources from the Google and yahoo.coms. They interact with the people online only. They not between the persons the communication was mismatched due to the technology improvements. Mm.
At my point of view, there are so many advantages and disadvantages of technology. In, Day by day, the technology will be growing. Well, now we are in 4G and 5G generation. The technology will be growing. There are so many advantages. Like we are children, what they want, they can learn at Google, and also we have to book our tickets and delivery. Also, we are using the technology in mobile phones. And the disadvantages are so many there. Like we have
So technology has both the advantages and disadvantages. The main advantage, it can access more vast amount of information, and it can bring connections. It enhancements the and the disadvantages of technology is job displacements due to the automations and technical displacement.
Well, what we all want to conclude is every coin has two faces. In the same way, technology has also has two faces. It is we how we use, because if we take example as agriculture, it is a good product work. Whereas if we take technology in the negative way, it may create biochemical wars like corona and many things, and it may lead wars, internal wars and world wars. So it is we how we use the technology. Thank you.
Thank you.